We have a very similar mix that we had last summer, in which we had success out in Rio. We have some guys that have been there. You have some guys that this is their first big level, high level meet, a world championship, long course type meet, and I think you use some of that youthful energy to keep the veterans engaged, alive, energy, and then the veterans help out the young guys with the experience, what to do, how to move, how to walk, how to work through eight days of a world championship type meet. For some athletes, it's handling the performance from Rio and the expectations that are set for them in Budapest, and it's not the same. It's a different year. It's sort of a different training cycle. You know, there's so much difference to it that we're gonna have to manage some of those expectations amongst the groups. I think that's a challenge that we see. I think with the youth that we have on the team, it's just helping them walk through a World Championships for the first time. You know, it's been a year since we've been through an 8-day meet, and so just getting back into that fold and how to manage that energy and emotions through 8 days. For those guys that are racing the first day and the last day, however it shapes out, or the front of the meet and the back end of the meet, working through that. I think we're a little bit better now about the mixed relays. Haven't done that in 15. So I think that's a challenge that we really worked through in 2015, and we'll start to get better at that coming into 2017, because that's going to be important as we get to 2020. Well, in 2015 we had a terrible head coach for the men. Screwed up every relay. So he's going to get that right in 2017 and rely on the staff to make the right decisions with that. No, I mean, you know, it is difficult to pick a team a year out versus picking a team 3 weeks before. And so we have a better picture of how fast these guys are as we get to the 100 freestyle, as we get to the medley relays, as we get to the 800 freestyle relay. Did I say 100 freestyle relay? Or did I say 4x100 freestyle relay? I'm sorry, yeah. My mind is in Summer League mode. I was just watching a video of my kids swim yesterday, so my mind is there. But you know, swimming the 400 free relay, 800 free relay, 400 medley relay. I mean, I think we have some good information coming from this meet that we can take, you know, 4 weeks from now and be good and be competitive in those relays. Well, we got to get Phelps back in the water. All right. It's the first thing we got to do. Yeah, it's. I mean, those two are big personalities. Those two are very silent leaders in how they go about their day to day. And you know, for us, Team USA, it's about building that through the next 3 years as we get into Tokyo, and allowing some of those. I mean, you're not going to fill that void of a Michael Phelps for sure. We're not trying to. We're trying to get him back in the water to get ready for 2020. But you know, I think we'll allow that to build this summer, and not try and force it. We don't need to have someone be a Michael Phelps. We need our guys to be themselves through this. And Michael provided tremendous leadership for that team last year. Tremendous leadership. So I think that's something that we'll work on in the time at camp and heading into Budapest, and Ryan as well. I mean, Ryan is just that versatile guy, keeps it very light in a training camp environment, and so again, we're going to miss that personality, but we want that personality back, come 2018. Well, we've gotten to see that up close and personal at the NC2A level for the last 3 years. At the Olympic level last year, get to see it up close and personal, and you just see it coming. I mean, I think everybody wants it quicker for Caleb than the process that Caleb is moving towards. But he's moving in the right steps through this. Again, I mean, I think a lot of people want it more, set the expectations out there for him, and he's moving through the process to be an elite level swimmer at the pace as it should be. And I think you see that in the background to go up to a 200, doing the hundreds, pulling fly into it. He's doing the right things in his progression as he goes through the quad. It's always tough with some younger swimmers because expectations are put on them that are not necessarily fair to them. and if he's allowed to go about his process in the way that he needs to, I think he's going to see great success. Not only this summer, but and success is always defined differently for us as coaches than it is as other people. So his success, his progression is going to move forward to 2020, and that's where we want to see it go.